April 2009, part 1, part 2. Combined, it took 5 days to shoot. Total cost? Food costs. This left us with $231.16 to shoot the 2 movies. Whoa. Wait, you're telling me that you spent 77% of the budget on food? Yes. Dude, there were like 12-hour shoot days. Everyone volunteered their time, so the least I can do is provide them warm food and snacks throughout the day. This way, no one will be hungry. So, with such a limited budget, how are we gonna make it happen? We need to find some paper. First, we have to write our own scripts and include everything that we own or have access for free. A friend has an apartment and she allows you to film in it. Great, this is the location now. We have an ancient MacBook. That's the main prop now. Wait, there's a cat on the location. Let's write him in. Camera. We had Sony FX6, Sony FX3, and Sony A7. All of them excellent cameras. Now they may have been a little overkill for our project, but hey, who's complaining? No one. The gear. Luckily for the both movies, we managed to borrow all the gear for free, except the boom bowl. And to save my life, I couldn't find it anywhere except for rental house. And that would have broken our budget. So I googled around, ended up in Home Depot, and bought a telescopic cleaning bowl. It was very sturdy, it was very light, it could expand, and most important, it cost less than the boom bowl rent. And now I have it forever. I used it in part 1, part 2, and I'm gonna use it in the future with any other movie I'm gonna do. It's a great investment. Now we have the script, we have the location, we have the camera, we have the props, we have the gear. Only thing was missing, the team. And lucky for me, I managed to get the best one out there. Now you think I'm exaggerating. Let me explain. As a beginner director, I had a weird fear that everyone would flip me off and walk off the location. Instead of that, everybody took their time to understand what is needed for the shot. And I really loved and I appreciated how we all came together to figure out how to do these fancy camera shots with a very, very limited equipment. Like for example, in part 1, the top-down shot. We got it done by duct taping a drone to the ceiling. And the really nice arc shot that we had, well, there happened to be a drape with the wheels in the location, and we took a stabilizer, put on top of it, and it looks amazing. Dancing scene in part 2, where the camera goes above the actors, turns around and comes back down, that was an undertaking. But Jonah came up with a brilliant idea how to do that. So he took a pole and was holding it. End of the pole, he put a stabilizer that can rotate 360 degrees. Action. Now, while the actors were dancing, he stepped forward on an Apple box. I was using a tablet that was connected with a stabilizer to rotate it. Jonah stepped down, then removed the Apple box, and it was the end of the scene. To make it more secure, we put up 2 C-stands and connected with a rope and a rope with the camera, so in a magical way that the camera actually will fall, it will swing away from the actors and would not break the camera. But in the end, it looks really nice. And it's a very low budget fix to a very complicated camera move. Now we have a tiny issue, as many scenes happen at night. But my friend who lends us her apartment wants to sleep at night, and so want to her neighbors. So we have to film day to night. How are we gonna do it? I got black poster papers from dollar store and we covered all the windows with them, and it worked like a charm. The daytime in the apartment was switched in a minute with the night. While taping those windows in, I don't know what the neighbors were thinking. They probably thought we're gonna make a completely different type of movie. But it worked. So after hard work, both films were wrapped, and left was only the editing. So I got it here and I got it there, and soon I had a really decent movie together. And then I started to color correct and color grade. It was horrible. I have never done it in my life, and it showed. Part 2 same was with sound mixing. Luckily for me, I managed to get contact of 2 professionals who have done it for 20 years for color correction, color grading and sound mixing. They helped me around and explained to me how to fix my issues, and I think it in end worked because it made the movie so much better. So thank you for Jeremy and Davor for assisting me when I was in the lowest and didn't know how to go forward. It basically saved these 2 movies. But yeah, so I did it. I did 2 short. It was difficult because I was a bitch and I didn't really want to do it. But hey, now it's done. Wow. So what do I walk away? A sense of purpose. Now it sounds very tacky, but let me explain. Since I was little, I wanted to make movies. And I actually managed to get almost my dream come true, but then because life, I had to step away from it. That was many years ago, and it has been eating me, has created this dark fucking thing in me that's just eating and makes me miserable and more miserable every day. But now, I'm a father. I mean, those little ones, they're gonna mimic everything you do, and so I'm gonna be that miserable, grumpy fuck, and she's gonna grow up and be like that? No. Fuck that. Doesn't matter how fearful, how scary the shit is. This needs to be done. It needs to be changed. I mean, it kind of sounds kind of horrible. No, but what I mean by that is that soon I'm going to be old, and then I'm going to die, and it's going to be like that. So now, let's make some movies. Thank you for watching the end, and here you have it. How I made 2 short films for $1,000. Next, I'm going to make April 2009 Part 3. And I'm going to share here the pre-production, production, and post-production. If you find it interesting, subscribe. Anyway, that's all. See ya.